Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back on with a few project shares for Scrapdivadesigns, and here is Erica's card, her website, all of her other information. Make sure to follow the hashtag Scrapdivadesigns. Check out what everybody else is making. So the first little project I'm going to share is this cute little Saloon. It's a little mini album. Let's see if I can grab the die. There it is. Saloon mini album. And it comes with all of your layering pieces, and I do believe that I used all of the pieces except for the part that says Saloon. And I made a cute little card, and I used her paper collection, Cowgirl Dreams. So pretty. And then I used her stamp set, and I used the one that says Cowgirl. I love it with the little rope on there. These stamps so nice. Let me get the stamp set. The stamp I used is covered up, but it's underneath here. These are so cute. Absolutely adorable. And I just put some bows on it, and I love this little girl. She has a hot glue gun. I put a little hat with some foam on there and some little flowers. These are made by Lori. Some little bows. Super cute. Love this little card. And then, let's see, let me set this over here. The next project, it's a big project. I have always wanted to make like a fancy cake topper. So I'll share all the dies I used. And I did make this star into a shaker, and I just layered it all up. And there is the back. And then this die here, it is the Disco Ball mini album. There's like a little piece right here, and it has a little hole in it. So I was going to cut that off, but I left it because after you're done using this as a cake topper, you can hang this up like in your room or wherever. So it comes with the your main piece, a stitched layering piece, and then this piece that cuts out like the little disco ball, little like shapes. Super cute. And then I used the Sheriff, where are you? The Disco Sheriff Star mini album. So cute. And it comes with 3 pieces. I used the outer piece and then this piece here that has like the little, I'm just going to call it a grid type piece, together to get it to be a shaker. And then I did save this piece as well so that I could put it on the top here, so that way it would cover this up. But this came out so cute, and I just used a little punch from my stash to make the little stars. And then this is just a Cricut piece, and then this star here is this piece right here when you do these little shakers, and this is the Sheriff Star shaker set. So I saved the little pieces that came out of this so I could use them. You know, you never know. And plus this paper is so pretty. And then I used quite a bit of dies. The Cowboy Hat mini album. I've shared this before. I made like a little like purse type thingy, but all the dies are in here. And then I used her Cowboy bundle. It was the boot. I had already cut this piece out, and I cut the boot, and I cut out another boot to stick behind it to just make it look like a pair. And I also forgot that on here I used the Cowboy word dies. These are super cute, and this says Cowgirl. So I just wanted to share that. But this came out, I love it. And then I put a little bow, and I just use those big toothpicks. I got a whole ton of them at the Dollar Tree years ago. And on the top, it has like little gold, almost looks like plastic beads. I just pop those off. I think they're little like skewer things or whatever. And then I just hot glued them in there. And then I used foam. Super cute. I definitely want to make a little boy one. I'm gonna, I think, sell these where I work. We have a little gift shop, so adorable. Love this whole thing together. And here is the other project, and here is Erica's card. Well, we'll just set that right there. And I do have a coupon code, which is Davina10, and you can save 10% off of your order. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night. Bye.